Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2023 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive in celestial silver. So what we want to do with this review today is check this Highlander out, see if this is the one. Is this the sweet spot in the Highlander lineup? Is this the one to buy? So let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Highlander XLE, again, celestial silver is the color. I like it, the way it plays off the gloss black grille and that brushed aluminum trim around the edges of the grille. Toyota badge in the middle. We have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals, some flat black underneath the license plate area, but a good, handsome looking front end here on this Highlander XLE. All right, the wheel and tire setup on this Highlander. We have an 18-inch wheel, gloss black with silver. We say that a lot nowadays on vehicles. Toyota badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. These wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza all-season tires, 235 on the width, a meaty 65 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. All right, the full side profile on this Highlander XLE all-wheel drive. Again, the celestial silver, it brings out the body lines really, really well. So I like this kind of color, right? We got those hard body lines going through the door handles into the taillight. We have another hard body line that comes up through the bottom of the doors and swings up over the rear wheel well. And then another body line on the front fender that swoops down from the front headlight assembly right down underneath the side view mirror just into the front of the door. So some really nice body lines on this Highlander, and it's a good looking vehicle. Let me know what you guys think about the flat black around the wheel wells and those splash guards that have been added, but overall it's a good looking car, and I think this silver brings out the body lines really, really well. Moving on closer, again, here's that flat black around the wheel wells that I was mentioning right here, even though it goes pretty well with the silver color. On the side view mirror, we have color match side view mirror with LED turn signal, and there's some nice flake in that celestial silver paint, which looks really good. Not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, but it looks really, really nice. Color matched on the front and the rear door handle. Up top, we have a roof spoiler coming off the top. We're color matched on the roof with shark fin antenna. Flat black on the roof rack and the crossbars. And then we have a standard sunroof. All right, the back end of the Highlander, we have that roof spoiler coming off the top. Rear window wiper down below on the glass. The Toyota badge in the middle. We have LED taillights in the back with standard bulbs for turn signals. Bottom left of the tailgate Highlander, and then on the bottom right, XLE all-wheel drive. Smoothed out flat black area below the license plate area, which I really like in between those light reflectors. No fake design, just nice and smooth, nice and simple, and we have an exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Highlander XLE all-wheel drive, and what are we looking at for a power plant? We have a 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 265 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. This Highlander can tow up to 5,000 pounds. MPG's 21 in the city, 28 on the highway, 24 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this Highlander, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this thing cost? I'm liking this XLE. Well, MSRP for the XLE all-wheel drive trim before options is $43,620. Now, for this one, we need to add a few options. We need to add in Toyota's 12.3-inch multimedia system with 6 speakers for an additional $735. We need to add in an additional $358 for the all-weather floor and cargo liners, an extra $350 for the crossbars, an extra $250 for the body side moldings, an extra $130 for the door edge guards, an extra $69 for the rear bumper application, and an extra $80 for the wheel locks. After we add in destination and delivery of $1,335 from Toyota's Princeton, Indiana assembly plant, we're looking at a total MSRP of $46,927. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the cargo area right now. Seating, we have power seats with lumbar for the driver, power seat without lumbar for the front passenger, black Softex trim seats with some stitching, nice insert design as well, even though it's all the same material. Nice headrests, nice bolstering, not too crazy. Nice understated interior here in this XLE. Door panel action, soft touch up top. Then we have brushed aluminum on the door handle, some nice brushed aluminum trim in and around the flat black on the switchgear. Nice soft door armrest in the Softex material. So we have a couple of different colors, couple of different textures to the door panel, so it looks good. The door pocket down below is kind of slim, but overall it's a pretty good looking door panel. Up top, soft touch up here, more of this gray trim with brushed aluminum, nice area for storage in here, and then underneath that we have a nice large glove box. Infotainment system, we have Toyota's 12.3-inch multimedia system, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Can't show you the nav because in order to get the nav to work, you got to subscribe. So this is a subscription service for the navigation. Not a fan of that. If I'm paying for navigation, I should get it in here for free. That's my view, but you can Bluetooth your phone and play your music library, take a look at your vehicle settings, take a look at your regular settings. We do have a touchscreen capability here. So it's nice and it's easy to use. I just don't like that subscription service for the nav. But again, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto is a big bonus. We go into reverse, nice backup camera, no trajectory though. I'd like to see some trajectory on the backup camera here in a 2023 Highlander. Moving on down further, we have dual climate control action, which is nice. Then we have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger over on that side. So a nice and easy climate control system to use. Down further, 2 heat and air vents, your 4-way hazards. Underneath that, wireless charging pad, nice touch in the XLE. And then underneath that, we have a 12-volt, 2 USB-Cs. We have some storage down there, which I like. Here we go. Here is the gear shift to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission. 2 cup holders with some aluminum trim, which is nice. No gloss black on the center stack, which I really like. It's all flat black, keeps those fingerprints away. Toyota key fob, fairly plain, right? Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button. On the back here it says Highlander. Down further, we have our drive modes, which we'll go through when we hit the dash. And there are some more right in here. So we have a drive mode switch with hard buttons for some of them. Electronic emergency brake, auto vehicle hold, hill descent control, snow mode, traction control off. Here we go with our center armrest, semi-soft, slide it open, and we have a bunch of junk hidden in here. And once we get that out of there, you got a removable tray, and you got a 12-volt. So they got you covered there. All right, before we get to Toyota steering wheel, I like how this gray Softex material with the stitching comes all the way across in around the engine stop start and then all the way over to the other side. So I think they did a really nice job. Makes it look classy in here. Now, to the steering wheel, nice steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches. We do have the stitching. We do have brushed aluminum, chrome on the Toyota badge. Looks good. Round wheel, no flat bottom, but it's easy to get in and out of this Highlander. You got so much interior room in here. Flat black on the switchgear. On the left, your telephone voice commands and your controls for the digital portion of the dash. And then on the right, you have your safety suite controls, adaptive cruise control, and all that jazz. On the left stalk, we have our headlight and fog lamp controls. On the right, front and rear wipers. Up top here, you got your trip odometer and brighten and dim the dash. And then down here, you got your adaptive high beams, your engine stop start. We'll leave that off. And then we pop the tailgate. And down even further, down by your foot, you have where you pop the fuel filler door, which is not exactly easy to reach. And then we have the hood latch. And now we have a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then we have your analog digital combo, which is fine here in the XLE. We have an analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then you have a small area in the center for additional information that you may want to go through. We got submenus as well. So they got you covered here as far as information goes, and it's a really easy layout, really easy to read when you're going down the road. Now, drive mode action, we got drive modes, and so we hit these, we can see sport, we got normal, and we got eco using the little switch right here. Now, if we want additional ones, now we can push the button for mud and sand, and it goes into mud and sand. We can push the button to go back to normal mode. We can push another button for rock and dirt. Now we're in rock and dirt. And then we can push the button to go back to normal. And then way over on the right, underneath the hill descent control button, we can push for snow. And now that little green light up on the top left of the digital portion of the dash says snow, and then it doesn't say snow. So a lot of different switches and buttons to get through those drive modes, but they're all there. All right, overhead console time. We have an area for your shades. If you want the non-LED lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button remains in the center on door. When you open the door, the lights come on. When you close the door, the lights will go off. Here's your SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. As far as your sunroof goes, the shade is manual. And then hit the button, open the glass. Ooh, that sun's bright today. Hit the button, hold it in for a second, closes it up, no problem. And then close the shade, no worries. And you do have a tilt feature as well. We come over here to the sun visor with vanity and a light. And then, does it slide? Yes, it does, to block out the side sun. Okay, we're going to get in the mid-row of this 3-row SUV. I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll pop on in. Nice and easy to get into. Boxy shape provides plenty of headroom at 5'11", plenty of shoulder width room, plenty of knee room. Love the soft text all the way down, no plastic, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back, we do have a rear climate control, so that's a nice touch. And down below, we have 2 USB-C connections. So they got you covered there, like that. Rear door panels, looking good. But we still don't have the same use of material. So again, the vibe isn't the same. So if we look at the front, we got that nice chrome strip around the flat black on the switchgear, on the armrest, and it kind of cuts up, makes a nice design going into the dash. In the back, it's all flat across. All flat across. It is soft, and we do have flat black. We do have hard plastic up on top of the door panel with the brushed aluminum. So a bit of cost cutting here on this back door panel by Toyota. Would have liked to have them use the same materials, keep the vibe the same. But we do have security shades, so they got you covered there. Mid-row seats, same material, same nice design. Headrests, looking good. Looking good in the mid-row. We have our center armrest, nice and soft, 2 cup holders. So here in the mid-row, it is a nice place to be, without a doubt. Nice and comfortable, like it. 3rd row action in the Highlander. Come to your mid-row seat right up here. Pull this, push it forward, slides forward, gives you some room to get in. Not a ton, but some. And then you just step on in to the 3rd row. Oh, and it's pretty tight back here in the 3rd row. As you can see, where my feet are, this seat comes back and I'm screwed. Take a look at the room in between the mid-row and the 3rd row. It's not going to be good for any size adult as far as I can see. Hard to say. I don't have any way to recline the third row, so I feel a little cramped. I don't have any connectivity, but I do have a couple of cup holders, and I do have a couple of vents back here. So if you have little kids back here, at least you can keep them cool in the winter, or excuse me, cool in the summer, warm in the winter. But it is, and we have more vents here for the mid row as well, but it is quite cramped in this third row of this Highlander. So again, I'd recommend only little kids back here. Any size adult is going to feel really cramped. So maybe stuff somebody you don't like back here. But other than that, if you like them, don't put them in the third row. All right, and here we go. We have the tailgate area. Pop it from your key fob right here. You can go ahead and pop it by coming into the back, underneath the Toyota badge. Hit the button, a couple of beeps. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button right there. Now, with the third row up, we have a decent amount of space, and we have that all-weather cargo mat that protects the tops of the third rows as well, which I like. You can open this up, and we have some tools and whatnot. And we do have a spare in this Highlander. But you got to come down under the rear bumper. There it is. You got to take it out from underneath the vehicle. But we do have the spare. We do have some extra storage with these little cubbies right here, so that's a nice touch. We do have some tie downs, but I don't see any lighting here in the cargo area. Third row seats to get down, that's not a problem. You just have to hit the button and they fold down easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. And I think most people are going to roll with these third row down. Now you have a good amount of space for those larger items here in this 3-row midsize SUV. But in order to get the mid-row down, you got to go to either side of the door. There is no release in the back of the Highlander for the mid-row. Would like to see Toyota add that, because a lot of the competition has it, especially from Korea in the Palisade and the Telluride. So we're going to go around the side of the door, and I'm going to show you how to go ahead and put the mid-row down. All right, so now we're going to show you how to put the mid-row down. The Platinum Highlander got me. When I tried to do it with one hand, it knocked my phone out of my hand and broke my microphone, so I'm not going to fall for that twice. So we got the tripod set up right here, so I have both hands to show you how we get this mid-row seat down, and I'm only going to do one side to speed this video up. So basically, you come here in the bottom of the seat right here, you have 2 pull levers, right? You have lever number 1 and lever number 2. Now, lever number 1, you pull that out, you can slide the seat back and forth. So we do have mid-row sliding seats, which is nice. To get this seat to fold flat, the seat back to come down and fold flat, you need to pull the lever for button number 2, and then on the top of the seat, you got to pull the lever. So we pull this up, the one on the top of the seat goes up, like here it is, and now it folds flat. Now you have a flat seat on the left side. So it's a 2-hand operation to get that seat down. Now I'm going to go around off camera, do the other one, and I'll meet you back at the tailgate. Now we're back at the tailgate and we got that mid-row flat. Now we got a huge amount of space for those really large items. So again, a great use of space in the back by Toyota, but they're going to have to update how these seats go down to keep up with the competition. That's really my only critique back here. Maybe some lighting and a 12-volt, but definitely make the seat operation a little bit easier, Toyota, for your customers. Okie dokie, here is the Highlander window sticker. We'll zoom on in. Let you see we got the 2023 Highlander in Celestial Silver. Final assembly point, Princeton, Indiana. Great safety ratings, fuel economy like I mentioned earlier. And now, standard equipment. Options. MSRP. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we are heading down the road in this 2023 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive. And you know, first things first, these Highlanders feel just so well built. You know, you close these doors and you're like you're in a safe. I mean, it is really well put together. Suspension is really well damped. It's just, you can just feel that it's a quality and well put together vehicle. And obviously that's what Toyota is known for, is how outstanding their build quality and reliability is. And this Highlander is going to be no different when it comes to that. Visibility out the front, no problem. Side glass, no problem. Side view mirrors, nice and large. Rear view window, no problem at all. Rear mirror, no problem at all. We got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist action, all that jazz as far as the safety suite are in this Highlander. So they got you covered there for all that action. Steering wise, we'll go over that in a little bit, but it's light. It's a bit vague, but it's an SUV. And that's what SUVs are like. You know, this is designed to haul you, your family, or friends, and your gear to wherever you want to go in comfort and getting halfway decent gas mileage. And that's why I think you saw Toyota, you go with the Turbo 4 in all the Highlanders, gas models only. Of course, we have Toyota Highlander hybrids as well. With the 8-speed auto to get that gas mileage up to a better level than what their V6s were doing. Personally, I would like to have them sit with the V6, maybe in some of the upper level gas only trims, but I can understand the move as far as that goes, because you're going to get some much better gas mileage out of this Turbo 4. There's no doubt about that. Even though when you got your foot down, the engine is a little loud, a little rattly at times when it's taken off out of low gears, but it's just really smooth. The tires, you got big fat meaty sidewalls on these tires to really soak the bumps up and give you a smooth ride, which is what this Highlander is all about. Now, we've seen 2 other trim levels for the Highlander so far this year. We've seen the top Platinum, and then we took a look at the XSE. Now we have the XLE. So we got half of them down because there's 6. You have the entry level L, then you have the LE, the XLE, the XSE, the Limited, and the Platinum. So there's your 6, all with either front wheel drive or all wheel drive. Have your pick. And they're officially different trims when you choose front wheel or all wheel, so you can say there's 12. But truly there's 6 trim levels that come in either front wheel or all wheel, and that's the story there. So we're going to try to get all 6 on the channel. Don't know if we're going to have much luck with an L. I've seen Limiteds, I've seen LEs, but I don't think I've ever seen a Highlander L. That might be one that nobody gets. Maybe they make that for fleet sales for rental car companies, but I haven't seen a Highlander L on the road. At least I don't think I have. Let me know if you guys have much information on the entry-level base L. But it's just a really easy vehicle to drive. It's really simple. There's no big action going on this car. There's nothing to worry about. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see how she goes down the road in 3, 2, 1. Nice pickup. Now we're up at 60 miles an hour. Nice pickup. Transmission shifted smoothly, but you hear that extra noise out of the Turbo 4, and you got to wait a second for those turbos to kick in to really kick you in the butt and get you going down the road. So, opposed to that nice linear torque delivery the V6 had. So, there you have it. And I got my lane keep assist buzzing me as I had to get around those guys cutting the grass, doing a little maintenance work out here. hit the turn, on the brakes. A little wallowy, but that's to be expected. And now we're going to go ahead and do an emergency stop since nobody's behind me. In 3, 2, 1. Piece of cake, nice and linear, no pull, and off we go. And we're down the road, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. No problems at all. So, again, this is the third time we've driven a gas-powered Highlander with the same engine. And it just drives fine. It's a good, solid SUV. And no wonder why Toyota sells so many Highlanders. They sell a lot. But lately, all I've seen on dealer lots has been the Highlander gas-powered vehicle rather than the Highlander hybrid, which I would like to get on the channel and go from there. But what do you guys think about the action on this XLE? Is this the sweet spot that we've hit so far? 47 G's for the XLE. We're getting the tech, you're getting heated seats, you're getting wireless charging, USB-C connectivity. Would like to see a heated steering wheel in here since we're in the Northeast, but you can't have everything. But it's giving you rear connectivity, it's giving you good cargo space. There's a lot of great things to like about this XLE. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. But I'd like to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.